Hello, this is Kara from Lady Kara Tarot, and today I'm doing a really enchanting VR by Craigie Brook Witchery. It's the hashtag Tarot Guide and Seek. I also saw Julia's version of this at the Highly Sensitive Tarot and Elizabeth at the More Intuitive Me, and it just seems like a lovely journey into the cards, and again, it will be something that I add into my stop by and start reading tarot and no buy low buy playlist, because it's something else you can do with the cards that you already have. So I'm just going to dive in. You can do this from cards from a lot of different decks or just one deck. It brings in some other things, which I will be bringing in, so you'll see. The first question, what is the tarot or oracle card that best represents you? Now, I actually talked about this in a previous video, and these are some of my favorite representations. That's one of my very favorite strength cards, and the Hierophant. Strength and the Hierophant. And in between those, I'm just going to put a card from my new deck that remains a pertinent card for me. Julia and I are Nine of Pentacles gals. Try to center it here. Okay. So that's kind of a baseline for me. And what crystal will you bring for your healing energy? Well, I don't really know much about crystals, but the first thing that my awareness was raised when I got this hematite necklace to wear to bring me, it's supposed to strengthen your blood. So I wear that quite a bit. I have a couple other crystals that were just given to me by Moon Rain, which I don't really know much about these. I think that's citrine. I don't know what this one is. It's kind of a slate blue. It's really lovely. And I think that's oh, I knew the name of that, but I'm blanking on it right now. What herb or essential oil will aid you in your journey? And for me, there's no question, it's jasmine oil. This is my favorite fragrance. I use it around the house, and jasmine is just my favorite fragrance. And a little side of peppermint for medicinal purposes. Yeah, I should reverse those. There. Should I put them like that so they can be seen? Okay. I'm just creating a mess here. How about that? Okay. I am a Virgo. I have to organize things. Um, what spirit animal are you bringing along? I'm bringing along a literal animal, and I will insert a photo of my dog here. um, so next, it's like take a major arcana, and I'm using the major arcana from the Fox's Wedding, which is one of the pip decks that I'm using for my Tarot de Marseille study. Take a major arcana, deal 3 cards to represent the journey and the tests. And challenges, the journey theme and tests and challenges. Okay, so, and then I will cut it. Actually, no, I'm going to do it this way. One, two, three. The Emperor again, or the Emperor, of course. This is one of my birth cards. The Chariot, and yay, Temperance! Temperance was the 3rd card. When I did a previous video, I had 3 cards for the year, Strength, Hierophant, and Temperance. And the Emperor always comes in close there because it's my birth card. And boy, has the Chariot been showing up a lot. So what's that? The journey theme is leadership, managing things. Boy, is that, I mean, that's right up there with the strength as to why I need the strength. The Chariot, moving forward, keep driving forward, just take that next step. And Temperance, trying to balance things. Those will be the challenges. No surprise. Those are my everyday challenges, all 3 of those. I forgot to pull 4 aces from a deck. Let me pause and come right back. So I'm using the influence of the angels for the aces. I find it very, very hard to shuffle aces. Just 4 cards. Hard to shuffle aces. The aces are the inspiration and the power that I will call on in the journey. Ace of Wands. So what else is new? Creativity. Creativity and passion. That spark of lightning that cannot be called but comes on its own. And then the court cards. The meditation, guidance, and wisdom. I'm using the court cards from Valentina De Luca's Matronua. I think the court cards are often faces of people that she knew, so these feel very personal. And I'm just choosing one, so... Queen of Pentacles, my gal, the Queen of Pentacles. Long-range planning. Caring, but able to see the big picture. And now this, a scenic card, a card to indicate the terrain that I will travel on. And for this, I'm using one of my bedside decks, the Tildwyck Tarot. I was all set to go with another deck, and then I thought, nope, it needs to be this one. This is the landscape of my dreams. I'm going to cut the deck and take that card that's on top. More fire. Looks like a cell. I hope it doesn't mean I'm going to be thrown in prison. But there are a lot of books there. So maybe it's an old library. There seems to be art, books on a chair. Maybe like Julia, I'm just staying home. I'm not even going to my garden. I'm staying in my room. Fine with me. It's so interesting, you know, as a caregiver, a lot of times people are like, oh, don't you want to go out? Don't you want to do things? Like the part-time help that comes in. It's like, this is your time. You can go out and do things. I'm like, you don't understand. I just want to stay in my room and not be on call. So here we are. That's the landscape of my journey. With Grecian art and lots of creativity and books and a beautiful chair with curved legs. And the gift, the pocket oracle for the journey. Now, you're going to laugh. I'm not big on pocket oracles anyway. I don't have many things that would qualify. I don't think I have anything that actually qualifies as pocket oracle, unless it's a Lenormand. But then I thought, no, I need to go with my other bedside deck, which is far from pocket-sized. I have large pockets, fortunately. And I think she just chose one card. I don't remember what she did with it. Oh, a card just came out in my hand as I was trying to do something else. So, oh, great, okay. The 10 of Earth. Prosperity, security, a time of joy, wealth, family, possible inheritance. So that has a double meaning at this point in my life. A gathering, dance, and sing and celebration. I'll take it. Not sure where to put it. I'll put that over the rest of the journey. Okay. Okay, I will happily take that as the oracle for my journey. This was such a fun prompt. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Craggy Brook Witchery for creating this and letting me finding another way to use the cards. Oh, by the way, these prompts would be great for storytelling. And in February, I'm going to start my storytelling series and a better how to tell stories better with your readings. But this is an example of a whole group of questions that and especially with this layout, it's just creating a story. I don't really do predictive readings. I don't necessarily think of this as a predictive reading for me. I just thought of this as a fun story. And that was also part of her concept, where she said it's kind of like for people that play video games and want like a different way to think of their cards. And I think this is it. I think this is really beautifully put together for that. And I will definitely not only be adding this to my Stop By and Start Reading Tarot playlist, but I will also add it to the storytelling playlist, and I may even incorporate this, if I have your permission, incorporate this again as an example of ways to tell stories with your cards and think of things in a more storytelling fashion. So she gets to stay home, but she still has to drive forward and get the daily things done and blend them with, oh, I want to share one of my revelations about strength. Someone else was talking about her senior caregiving journey. And in the course of responding to her, I realized, oh, this is what the strength card is about for me. It's not about this abstract, taming a lion or taming a bear with gentleness. This is exactly what senior caregiving requires, especially in her case, she was dealing with someone with Alzheimer's. That those people can be real bears, but it's still tending to their needs, caring for them. The three things, trying to keep them safe, comfortable, and cared, having their needs met with gentleness, with a degree of kindness, even when you may not be getting it back. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle. My mother is still with it, but she can be very cranky. She's always been very difficult to please, and there are days when just nothing I do is right. And those are the days when it's hardest for me to have that strength to not snap back and not let my buttons get pushed. So it's not just the physical strength and I'm being in pain, but it's also that. And that was my revelation about the strength card. So I hope this was meaningful to you, and it's fun, and you could do it all with one deck. I chose to mix up decks, and thank you.